So I thought that we would take a look at homes in the Lafayette area for sale as of today, July 1st, 2024, that have an acre or more for sale with them. So let's jump in here with number one. And number one is located on State Road 25 in Battleground. You know what? I'm going to move this screen around so that I can do this a little easier. Okay. It is located in Battleground, so it's on State Road 225. And I believe this one is, mostly focused on the land. Let's find out what we can about the house. We got 21.8 acres. So that's not a little bit of land, that's a lot of bit of land. The home itself is only about 1,300 square feet, so it's not giant. You're definitely buying the land here, and they're currently asking $575,000, which is really not bad. So that's an aerial view of the parcel. We can see the house and barn up here up front. I'm going to scroll through these pictures. The houses are of course important, but I'm more interested in looking at the lands. So, I don't think we're going to see anything too out of the ordinary here in the house itself. I'm going to scroll through quickly. When we see something interesting, we'll stop, but I want to blast through and see if we can find the property line image on this one. So, what do you think? How many acres do you need to be comfortable? Would 21 do it? I think it might. Yeah, look at that horse barn. That's quite nice with the hayloft up above. So if you want to run a little hobby horse farm, 21 acres and a several stall horse barn, looks like at least 2 or 3 or 4 stalls there in the barn. Might be right up your alley. A little bit of pasture feeding right off the barn there. Really hoping that they would have the property line map. Not all listings do, but at 21 acres, I thought maybe there would be. Looks like the creek running through it. Burnett Creek looking east. Ah, this is the alpaca farm. If you've ever driven by, you've seen the alpacas out there. So that is a pretty sweet setup. That is definitely one of the larger ones that is currently available. Again, that is 21.8 acres, almost 22 acres, available for $575,000. Number 2, we have 3625 South 1050 East in Lafayette. This one, I think we're going to skip over this one. Yeah, okay, we're going to skip over this one. So actual number 2 has I say this word in my head all the time, but now I got to say it out loud. A barndominium. Barndominium? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at it. It's on East 250 North. Let's check out the map. So that is over here, of course, on the east side of town. Here's the Wildcat Creek. Here's Lafayette over here. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, but 10 acres. 10 acres, barndominium pole barn house. Let's see, what else? A 5-car insulated garage with a wood-burning stove, an overhead door, and 2 barn doors. Boy, let's check this one out. $450,000 they're asking for this one. So there's the barndominium. So it kind of looks like maybe garage on the bottom and living over here and on top. Nice spiral staircase. Really sharp there. I like that. There's the wood-burning stove. Barndominiums are kind of all the rage lately. Put some money into the land and then get yourself a barndominium. You don't have to pay quite as much as a regular wood frame house. So if you're more concerned about the land and having a hobby space, whether it's an auto shop or horse barn, whatever you might need the space for. I mean, nothing really out of the ordinary. I like the exposed wood beam there. The fit and finish of a barndominium can look exactly like a regular house, of course. We're scrolling through these because we want to get to the interesting pictures. We want to find the pictures of the actual barndominium space. There's the living area. Looking into the gym. We got a wet bar there. Gym up on the second floor. Put the heavy weights up on the balcony. So now we start to get into the barn of the barndominium portion of it. You can see that we're looking in the garage spaces there. So he had it set up as a workshop. That's where we were looking up here. There's that second story gym that we were looking at. So, I mean, this is really the best of all worlds. You get a home. Oh, and a wood-burning stove in the middle of the shop. You get a home with attached shop and 10 acres. I mean, doesn't really get much better than that, does it? Got some fenced pasture area there. Gravel drive. Here we go. Here's the layout looking down. So we have the garage area. And on the main floor, we have the living room, kitchen, full bath in the office. And then the second floor has the open garage workshop below, a rec room, sitting area with bedrooms off of it. This is quite a lovely layout. All right, so barndominium over on the east side of town, $450,000 with 10 acres. So we've looked at 20 acres and we've looked at 10 acres. Let's go to number 3. While I get myself ready, hit the like and subscribe button if you're enjoying this video. It really helps us out here on the channel. We have looked at this one before, so I'm going to bypass it. This one has 10 acres and is 5,504 finished square feet, and it is $1,250,000. I'm going to scoot past that one and find a little more reasonable priced one. I know reasonable price is a little tongue-in-cheek, but I'm not going to look at anything over $1 million today. All right. So let's try this. Let's get me out of the way there. This is 6.2 acres, $775,000 on 250 West in West Lafayette. Let's check out the map just to give ourselves some context for where it's at. Just off of Morehouse. So it's just kind of behind the West Lafayette, Meyer, and Menards. You got 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 6 acres. Let's check out the pictures here. What year was this built? This was built in 1958. All right. Looks like a lovely mid-50s ranch. Got the steel tube frame garage. Oh, as well as a regular garage. Above ground pool. And again, the pictures are interesting, but I'm more interested in seeing what the property looks like in relation to the house. So forgive me as I rush through the pictures really fast. Definitely had updates. While it was built in the 50s, you can tell it's had a lot of love and care given to it. What do you guys think so far? Would you go with number 1 or number 2 so far? 20 acres or 10 acres? What's more your speed? Sorry, I'm just going fast. I really want to get to the pictures of the land. It's an interesting setup. I assume that's some sort of laundry room setup. That little sink there. Or not. Interesting. Oh, it's got a walkout. I like that. Like I said, above ground pool. 6 acres. Got some wooded acres on it. Oh, it's got the recessed trampoline over there. Check that out. They actually dug it out and put the trampoline down on the ground. So I see another house sitting here in the drive. So the 6 acres are probably up in this general vicinity. There's probably an acre or 2 right here, and zoom out a little bit probably gets you out to the rest of the 6. A little bit of a perspective on the land. I definitely like that because while you have neighbors, you still have trees. There's the layout. A little blurry. So what do you think of that? Number 3? Who's got a favorite so far? I think more land is good. I like the 20 acres. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go on to number 4. We've looked at number 4 before. It has a pool, and it's been on the market forever. It's down in Linden. I'm going to skip past it. Go check out our past videos. Go check out our video on 5 homes with pools if you want to check this one out in Linden. All right, then we're down to 5 acres. So once we kind of get down to the 5-acre area, that's where people... That's kind of a normal lot size, if you will. That is the lot size where farmers start peeling off, 5-acre parcels. You'll have 1-acre parcels in town. 2 acres might be a giant parcel, but 5 acres is a fairly typical size where, farmer has decided he wants to parcel off and sell some of his land for whatever reason. So 5 acres is big, but it's not huge, and it's fairly common. So this one is on 400 East in Lafayette. It is $900,000, so it is up there, but let's place it in context on the map. Yeah, it's down by the Wildcat. This whole area just east of town around the Wildcat is just full of this kind of home at this kind of price point. So it is 5 acres, just a smidge over. What else? 5 bedroom, 3.5, 3 full bed. Sorry, 5 beds, 3 full baths, another 2 half baths, a 2-car attached garage, a 3-car detached garage. It's got a finished basement, 2 hot tubs, and an in-ground swimming pool. Maybe we haven't looked at this one. It's got a carriage house. The main floor of the carriage house has a full pool house bath. All right, this kind of sounds familiar, but not familiar enough. Let's check it out. What does $900,000 buy you, as well as the 5 acres? Well, there's the garage. You'll note up above they have the swing-out windows. So you get a pond. I don't know if the pond's on the property or if it's shared property. I see some other houses over there, and there's definitely an aerator in the pond. Great entryway. So I think this is number 4. You got the butcher block countertop. What do you guys think about that? 20 acres is great, but 10 acres more manageable. Yeah, I guess it depends on how you want to manage it, or if you want to manage it at all. And you can just let nature take its course, I guess. Piano in the music room, that's pretty sharp. Just scrolling through. Boy, that's a kind of a vintage glass block look there on that shower. I think that might be more modern, but it's got that vintage look to it. Ah, look at that sauna built in. Billiards room with the billiards lamp. This is quite sharp. I don't think we have looked at this one before. Pop out here in a second, see how many days it's been on the market. See how long it has been for sale. There we go, a little bit of an aerial perspective. The green bathroom. Total of 4,000 square feet. Look at that layout. That's a lot to take in. It's a little blurry. So there you go, 5 acres. This starts to put it all in perspective. This is what I was talking about here. So it looks like the lot is a little bit of a triangle size here. So you have the road up front, 400 east, narrowing back along the sides to the triangle. Yeah, and then that pond would be shared neighborhood property there. So you got a giant front yard with the setback. That does kind of put you close to your neighbors here in the backyard. But 5 acres. Probably covenants and restrictions here. See what neighborhood it's in. Oh, look at the carriage house. This is what they're talking about, the separate carriage house. And we haven't really seen the pool. Apparently we're not going to. Let's see, covenants and restrictions. What neighborhood? Let's pop back out to me. You guys don't want to see this boring bit. Documents. Maybe not. All right. So I believe that was number 4. I've kind of lost track here. Let's go to number 5. Let's check out one more here. And while we're checking it out, hit that like and subscribe button. All right, the last one that we're going to look at today, 4.37 acres. Oh, you know what? Before I get into that, let's pop back to the previous one. It has been on the market for 27 days, so 4 weeks. Yeah, so we didn't talk about that one before. But number 5, it's on 400 West, $424,900, so $425,000. It was parceled from a larger parcel. That's why the 4.3 acres. 5 to 6 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. 3,700 finished square feet. It's in TSC. Let's look at the map to start with. So we can see Division Road right here. Give us a little perspective. There's Wiatnon. So just a little south of town, little south and west of town. Yeah. So there's the Purdue Airport. All right, so that gives us a little perspective where we're looking. Let's check out the houses. Let's check out the pictures. We are checking out the houses. I want to see what year this one was built. 1966. From the front, it feels like it was built in 1966. I like it. So it looks like the lot is largely wooded here. The property lines aren't exactly clear to what they are. You know, the driveway obviously is some of the property, but not all of the acreage. Curious how that was parceled out. Oh, here we go. Big prairie. Not prairie. The running area where you put horses. I'm drawing a blank. Pasture. Big pasture out front. Yep, definitely the multi-level. You come in on one floor and you have the stairs to go up. A little dated. Carpeting and wallpaper probably need a little bit of work, but man, look at this space and how open and how well that space is used, and that you do get 4 acres. I'm going fast. Oh, yes, look at that pink bathroom. There's the basement. That 1950s through 1970s tile. You see that all over the area. Love it. Built-in fireplace. Is that a back-to-back fireplace? Not sure if that's back-to-back or multi-story. Either way, pretty cool. I'm going fast. I want to get to the land pictures if there are any more. Laundry room. Den of some sort. There's the aerial straight down view. Okay, we've got a few more pictures to look at here. 31 of 36. We got 5 more to look at here. I'm going fast. Sorry. That's interesting. I would really like to take a moment to pop into the Tippecanoe beacon record. Let's go beacon, Tippecanoe. Search by property. I want to find the property lines on this one. I'm just really curious. 532 North 400. 532 North 400 West. Map. Where's the map? There it is. Okay, here are the property lines. Let's get this guy moved over here, and you can kind of see what it is. Let's pop back into a view that you can see. So here's that circle drive. I think that this is correct. That drive looks correct. There's a little barn. Yeah, okay, so there's a barn out here with the pasture. So it is this square lot. Isn't that interesting looking? Yep. Sorry. And the drive takes you back out to 350 this way. So it's kind of a curvy drive through here. So wonder if it was parceled off of this larger horse property here, if maybe this shape through here is what the parcel originally was, is what it kind of feels like. So there you go. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video tonight, if you enjoyed joining us here at Lafayette Live, take a minute and hit the like and subscribe button. We have a library of almost 150 videos on our YouTube channel. Property tours, home tours, community tours. Check out neighborhoods. Find out about fun things to do in Lafayette, like the fireworks we talked about tonight. Find out about the best restaurants here in Lafayette. But just take a minute and hit that like and subscribe button.